Hello, my name is Stephen Dorr. Today we are going through the EPAS worksheet. This is a diagnostic tool for educators with predictors and reports for individual students throughout high school. This video was created at the Jackson County ISD for the Curriculum Dialogues for October 17th, 2013. First off, let's talk about why you might use this worksheet. One of the major problems high school educators face is there's only one state assessment. This worksheet offers a printable report of target scores throughout high school using the Explore, Plan, ACT, Compass test series. Take a moment to notice how this Excel spreadsheet is set up. You'll navigate through the data, reports, and graphs on the bottom tabs. The first three tabs are set up with hypothetical students and their data. Notice that we have used only first names in column C and no last names. Different cohorts are separated by graduation year on separate sheets to keep them apart. The data included on the first three sheets includes values for the Explore composite, Plan composite, and later with individual subscores. Now, one of the nicest features is on the tab labeled Print Individual Student Report. Let's all take a moment to analyze the same student report. You would normally sort by first name or by last name. In this sample spreadsheet, we only have first names. So let's all start with Abby by clicking the drop down for Abby. If you're following along, we'll click Abby and click OK. Now as we scroll down, you can see that Abby's data is populated into this nicely formatted form. All of the data is grabbed from the earlier sheets and organized to include these target scores. Now beyond a printable report of target scores, I get a diagnostic of what Abby will score looking forward. Target scores are generated from information from ACT. To understand this, we must go to the Explore to Plan and the Plan to ACT tabs on the bottom of the spreadsheet. Since Abby scored a 20 on the Explore, she is predicted to score a 22 on the Plan. This comes from correlation data from ACT based on the 50th percentile. Since Abby scored a 17 on the Plan, she's predicted to score 19 on the ACT. Differences are calculated for Abby in the very last column of the individual student report. So now you see where these values come from. Now if Abby was a freshman or sophomore in high school, we could still get a target score even though she would not have taken the further assessments. Lastly, this worksheet includes cohort growth graphs. This is a nice visual feature of the worksheet. In order to see this, we need to click on the cohort growth graphs on the bottom of the spreadsheet itself. These graphs organize in several different ways the previous 3 years' cohort data. In the left-hand column, we can compare composite averages for the Explore, Plan, and ACT, as well as the individual subject subscores down the left-hand side for those assessments. As I move across the sheet one column to the right, I have cohort comparison graphs. As I scroll down, I can further analyze how cohorts are meeting benchmarks through the 4 assessments in series for each subject area test. On the far right column of these graphs, we have cohort comparison averages. The top graph gives us a 3-year trend for each assessment. As we scroll down, we get the same comparisons for individual subject area scores. Now, what are the downsides in using this worksheet? First, data entry must be done manually for the first sheets. This can be helped with someone fluent with Data Director, one of the data coaches perhaps. Secondly, any missing data causes problems with predictors in the printable reports. This is not a problem with the spreadsheet, merely a problem with missing data. Let's look up a student with this issue and see what it looks like. If you're following along, click on the Print Individual Student Report, and we'll go to a student that has this issue, like Austin. Under first name, we'll click Austin and OK. You will see that I do have that Austin took all 3 assessments. But for some reason, he's missing subscores in English. The spreadsheet is limited to the data provided to it, so the target scores are only calculated if data is in the appropriate cells. Otherwise, NA is filled in. Whenever a data cell is missing, the worksheet is programmed to fill this in. One final note on downsides to this worksheet. The data only focuses on the ACT test series, not all of the state assessment components. Although this is not perfect, it does allow us some measurement of progress throughout high school. Let's summarize. The EPAS worksheet allows us a diagnostic tool to track growth through grades 9 through 12, in spite of there only being one state assessment during that time. Second, it will allow a way to diagnose and track the school's bottom 30% prior to the high school summative assessment. And last, the EPAS worksheet provides you with nicely formatted, printable reports and graphs. Thank you for your time today.